Yesterday was the Big Giant Guild Fair. We had around 45-ish guildies show up, so that's pretty good. And then we had, hundreds. We had 408,000, if you want to be exact, guild gold that went into it for prizes, and then multiple officers also put in their own gold for prizes. So we did a lot. We did good. I think people had fun for the most part. Part of what we did was have all the officers introduce themselves a little bit. And we have another officer who's trans, and he's my buddy. He is the one who helped me get into the trans support group that I'm, a member of and I go to and stuff. And it never occurred to me to tell everyone, hey, I'm trans. But it was like the first thing he said. And I was like, afterwards, I was like, yeah, I'm FTM, but I don't know. I more was introducing myself about stuff that I did in game and did with the guild. A lot of the officers introduced stuff that they liked in real life to really extensive detail, and I don't think I said a single thing that I like in real life or that was real life about me. And I don't know why, but it just didn't occur to me to be like, yeah, you guys know me in the guild and stuff, but in reality, I don't know if it's just because all the guildies are acquaintances to me anyway. I don't know if it's because it's, supposed to be this fantasy world where you get away from real life. I don't know if it's I just didn't want to think about any of the other stressful things, because planning and doing everything for and coordinating and stuff, a giant guild event, takes a lot of stress in and of itself. I don't know, it just did not occur to me to be like, yeah, in real life, I'm such, such. And I don't know. Is it crazy that I didn't feel like sharing all my personal... I don't know, I'm just that way in general, though. I don't usually share anything personal about myself to people just in general. And as far as the trans thing, I don't know. I've always related somewhat to people who are in stealth, because I don't really want people to see me as trans. I want them to see me as a guy. I don't necessarily want them to be like, oh, you're obviously FTM. I want them to be like, oh, hey, dude. And then later on they're like, oh, wait, you're FTM? I would never have guessed. Maybe that's reaching, and maybe that's a little too much to dream or whatever. Haha, how likely is this? But I don't know. It's not that I don't want anyone to ever find out I'm trans. I don't want it to be their first thought, is that, oh, that's obviously someone trans. I just want people to see me as a guy. Since we knew it was going to be stressful and I had to go out to run an errand anyway, we went to Wegmans and got a bunch of ice cream. And while we were out and about, I just really wanted to go and get a bunch of boy clothes. And I didn't, because I'm not physically where I want to be yet before I get boy clothes. But part of me feels so sick of finishing up the girl stuff before I start the boy stuff. And even my deodorant, my girlfriend mentioned, oh, hey, we should go get you some boy deodorant. I was like, I can't yet. I have to finish up this deodorant first. And, I mean, it just smells like baby powder. It's not like it's oh, super flowery, perfumey scented or something. But at the same time, it's like I'm not at a point where I can explore myself. The world's still dealing with pandemic mode, especially here in the United States. You know, like, and yet I'm just like, I just want to move forward. I got in some good exercising today, which was nice. Today I did 40 push-ups, which is my new record, and it was at a slant. It wasn't straight flat up the floor, but still 40 is my new record. And you know, coming from January when I couldn't even do 5, that I feel like that's, you know, pretty decent progression. And I'm trying to do actual push-ups, you know, where you go all the way down, not like the ones where you go. I don't know why I'm making sound effects, but whatever. So that was something. That was a good something. Especially because at the end of last month I had lost another inch from around my waist area, but I hadn't lost any muscle toning. So, it's, I mean, I am to the point where I'm definitely gradually seeing results, whereas there was such a long time where I didn't see any results from exercising, and it was so disheartening. But I kept at it, and consistency pays off. I just, at the rate that I'm going, I'm not going to be able to buy myself a male wardrobe for like a year. And that feels like way too long. And maybe I could buy like an article of clothing here or an article of clothing here, or maybe my deodorant will finish up and I can get guy deodorant or something like that. Maybe I'll start to talk testosterone and it will just like jumpstart all of this, and my body will finally start to take on more of the shape that I wish it had just because of taking testosterone. But I don't know when I will be able to take testosterone. I don't know when that will be possible. I mean, with the super poor handling of the pandemic here, I have no idea. And it's like I can't count on testosterone to get me there faster or whatever. I haven't been consistent about getting enough protein in a day, and I know that that's something that is affecting things and slowing down my progress. And I realize that. Another thing is I about made myself sick last night because I ate so much ice cream and then immediately went to bed. And oh my gosh, that was a bad decision. Don't do that. Just don't do it. Highly recommend not doing that. Made myself pretty sick. But it's like, I don't know if it's wrong of me to want to pass. Like, not just pass to myself, which I think will be harder to accomplish than passing to other people, but also to pass to other people. I want to actually come across as male. I don't want to come across as feminine. Like, it did make me feel good. My brother, you know, said I was his brother last night. He's an officer, and his wife, my sis-in-law, said that I was her brother-in-law, so that felt nice. But I didn't say, oh yeah, I'm a dude. I just hoped that I would come across as male or whatever. I didn't put it out there that I'm transgender or anything. And maybe I should have. And again, I did mention it after he said that he was. I don't want to be someone who's some middle ground of the thing that I want to be. I want to be someone who actually is the thing that I want to be. Maybe that's not very realistic or something, but that's the truth of what I want. Sorry if traffic's loud. I don't know why it is, but today it's been pretty loud outside. I don't know why. I know my girlfriends suggested that, it's getting close to time when we should take pictures again, but I don't know how much difference there'll be from the pictures before. Any time now, they could say, hey, let's have you move to this other apartment, and then we're all going to have to just drop everything and go move my girlfriend from one apartment to the other. Not any closer, just it's in the same building, but yeah. And then at some point after that, my spouse's mom still wants to come visit. I wish there was a thing that I was looking forward to that was about me. And there's just not. It's always, hey, Peaches has appointments, or, oh, my girlfriend has to turn in this for schoolwork, or, some family member wants to do whatever, or the guild wants to do whatever. And it's never, hey, this is a thing that, we're setting this date and this is the day that this is happening. I would like that. I don't know how to make that happen, but I would like that. Anywho, I think we helped a lot of people. I think we helped a lot of guildies. I think a lot of guildies had fun, and we're really glad. I certainly received a lot of appreciation messages and stuff, and I mean, our girlfriend said it before. It's kind of impressive that we're as active as we are this late in an expansion. When most people are off the game and waiting for an expansion before they start playing again. I don't know, we just try to keep it fun and help people. I am glad that we do that. I am glad that we help people. I've always been the kind of person who wants to volunteer or devote some of my time to making other people's lives better. And maybe I can't help them in any real way, but I don't know. Winning random prizes for playing random games that officers made up in a fantasy world can be distracting for a little bit. And maybe that's all it was, but I don't know. I think people had fun. I wish that was enough to make me feel good about myself, about my life, was that I do have lots and lots of hours of volunteering to help people. It's just not enough. There's so much more to me that I don't know how to reach.